How's it going, everybody? I am Donut, and we are reacting to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1, Episode 22, Beginning of the End. Right, beginning of the end. I was about to say end of the beginning, but no, we finally got the other half of that. I'm actually surprised. Normally you get them back to back, or at the beginning of a season and at the end of a season, or something like that. I've never actually seen it done before, where it's just like in the middle of a season and then the end of the season. Interesting though, but I mean it was very fitting because it was literally the beginning of the end, the end of the beginning rather. Jesus Christ, it was the end of the beginning. Then we had the sort of, I don't know what you call it, I guess the leading up to the climax, right? Like we had the beginning, then we've had the leading up to the climax, and now this is the beginning of the end. We're at the climax. This is the climax. Then we're going to be going down from here at the beginning of next season, I assume. And then, it'll go back up and back down and stuff like that. But I assume the first episode of season 2, or maybe first 2 episodes or so, will be a little bit of a, declining action and getting into whatever our next big overarching season plotline is going to be. I honestly can't believe that this has all been one season-long plotline, and who knows if it's even going to get wrapped up here. Like, again, when it all tied back in, it kept it, okay, well, it's all tied back in now. And then I kept just waiting for, I actually thought that season 16 would be, wrapping up a lot of the clairvoyant stuff because we found Han and everything else. Okay, 17, we'll wrap it up and we'll be focusing more on Hydra stuff. But, I mean, no, it's kind of just all together. They're all just, we didn't really solve anything there in terms of that. So it's just been all, just keep snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. But yeah, let's get into it. Since this is the finale, I've got to plug, of course, not my Patreon, my Steam. If you have a Halo Master Chief Collection on PC, add me on Steam. Also, join the Discord. I just use voice channel if you want to talk about Halo or anything like that. Like voice chat. It's a text channel for the voice chat. But we also use it for gaming. Use that. But yeah, just join for also Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I got a channel on there for that. So we got, channels on there for all my live action stuff and all the manga stuff and various stuff. It's a fun community because there's actually not a whole lot of people on it. So it moves somewhat slow, which is one of my biggest problems with a lot of Discords, is they move so fast that I can't ever really talk on them, so I just end up not really being a part of them. So my Discord I really like. It's cozy. People don't talk that much. It's easy to keep up with. So come join us. Come talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and come play Halo. Alright, let's get everyone's reaction. Well, that was not a sentence, but whatever.
Sorry about the security red tape.
Oh, we're already getting Zeller.
Blah,
I
blah, blah.
really wish they didn't give me these names, but
Day one started with me on my computer in the basement, and now look what we've grown into. What are you just really into this sort of thing, or what brings you to the company?
The incentives program?
Yeah. No one's turned that down yet. Anyway, so every operator is in charge of one unit. It's good for you to learn on your first day.
This is crazy.
These guys?
I love this.
We don't like these guys. Yes,
yeah.
sir, we have them in sight.
It feels like totally Silicon Valley and also shooting people.
Let them have it.
Okay. Oh, I love how normal it is.
Got it.
It's just a real business.
If it isn't the cavalry.
She can handle it. Oh, she got that fucking from so fast. Hey, I yelled at her for bringing a weapon to a fist fight last time, and now this guy did it.
Time to go.
Nice, just taking down all the load bearing.
Looks like Coulson and the others got away. Do you want?
Doesn't matter.
Dude, I love Garrett. I do that constantly. People are so mad at me because I don't give a shit about my phone at all. I will just throw it fucking behind me. I've got a good case. I trust it. I also find it hilarious when people get so mad when I do it.
It feels good.
Because he took all of our miracle drug.
Yeah, the only one. And I keep talking about the whole, only one.
I promised them indestructible super soldiers.
This person can only have it. It's the only one.
Well, with Hydra in the mix, we won't lack for volunteers.
Just getting some ideas down. I can't keep everything in my head.
Gotta be honest.
I love him so much.
Looks like you're kinda
He's one of the greatest villains I've ever seen. I love him. He's so engaging. Every scene.
But we did it. We did it.
I need to find out what else this guy is in, like his actor.
Saving you. It's time for you to decide what it is you want. I'll see that you get it too, son.
And he will, legitimately. But again, yeah. Oh, this is the same shit that was on the walls, wasn't it?
The Trojan horse
In the
warranty
gulag?
gave us access
I
to
think.
the system we wanted. Our secret weapon. We now have eyes on their operation right in the palm of my hand.
We'll need more than eyes to defeat Garrett.
But okay, hold on. Actually, I want to talk about this. It is interesting that, like, Garrett, his whole thing has been, you know, the wind under my sails. I'm just going with the plan, or going with whatever plan seems to be working. Right? He was with S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't, you know, S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't care about him, so he was on his own. But then I assume he wasn't like, well, I guess I'll work for Hydra, because he shouldn't have known about Hydra. So he had to have just been, well, fuck it, I'm gonna get mine, you know, just in general. And then eventually he was approached by Hydra because they saw that he was all about the I'm gonna get mine attitude, and recruited him. And now that he has the power, he is like on a trip of, he's always wanted to feel like this big man. I've talked about before. He likes to feel powerful. That's why he's so entertaining to watch and to act, because in all of his lines, he's very charismatic, but in a way that feels like he's saying, like, pay attention to me, look at me, I'm important. Like, he clearly is someone that he craves attention and power and all that. But yeah, and so now that he has even more of it, he's again going for the I'm gonna get mine, which is total control now. Like, it's still a similar sort of, like, where it's acting like he's just going along with Hydra, but I don't think it's quite like that. It's not like, oh, now I believe in Hydra. I think it's more of a just like, oh, well, now I can do more. Now I can get even more than I wanted. And we talked about the last reaction of Ward, you know, everything that Garrett was trying to teach him, whether that was a good thing or bad thing, simply what Garrett was trying to teach him, Ward did not really take in. And so he doesn't understand the I'm gonna get mine attitude. But if he did understand the I'm gonna get mine attitude, he would say, fuck all of this, I'm gonna get mine, fuck you, Garrett, I'm out of here, my whole identity's been wiped, I'm good, it's a blank slate, I'm gonna get mine, and mine is Sky.
Fitzsimmons' tracker crossed the ocean. It's in New Mexico.
They managed to tag the plane?
It appears so. But they're
But,
not answering.
okay, so it's not on them.
We can't think about that right now. They may have been captured.
So,
Either way, they
oh,
risked
fuck.
everything to put it
I
together.
really thought they were fine. I was like,
They'll know
ah,
exactly where Garrett is.
not
Sky
worried at
can
all,
see
but
what he's doing.
And I broke my arm. Same two places I broke it in second grade. Which is strange.
it shouldn't be
Well,
strange,
this is
right?
sure
Be a
of
weak
it.
point, I would say,
We're
in
so
your arm.
lucky.
But
We just need to figure a way out of here.
with a broken arm?
We'll find a way out of here, right?
With a broken arm. You want him to swim up,
And then we'd be in the middle
how many,
of the ocean
90
with
feet?
fence and no flotation and no one looking for us. Already spent an hour trying to rig the wireless signals on the EKG to send out a weak distress call before remembering that it's a S.H.I.E.L.D. frequency and no one's listening.
He says everything's fine, but he's not acting that way. I don't know what's going
Okay.
on with him. I don't like it.
God, I love Devlog as just this, like, guard. He is so robotic now. Because he's lost all of his humanity.
I understand it now. I can see its soul.
What the fuck is happening to him?
Ward's concerned you're going mad.
The drug didn't just strengthen my body. It gave me clarity of mind.
I think he might be, you know, what happened to other people, the mental deterioration. Because he didn't have his memories changed.
I had a question I didn't get to ask, but now...
Now, the truth is written on the back of my eyes.
God, he's so crazy.
What will I become?
Okay.
He's scared. That means that every bit of energy inside us, every particle, will go on to be a part of something else. Maybe live as a dragonfish, a microbe. Maybe burn in a supernova 10 billion years from now. And every part of us now was once a part of some other thing. A moon, a storm cloud, a mammoth,
A monkey.
a monkey.
Hey.
Thousands and thousands of other beautiful things. Who are just as terrified to die as we are.
So pressure will blow the wind away.
Then what?
Yes, that's really.
Then what?
Okay, well, now we know that. It's a whole new set of problems, but where do we start?
Yeah. Again, I didn't think getting out was the problem. And I guess it was part of the problem, but...
Design.
I bring the noise and the funk wherever I go.
I'm glad the Trip is getting a moment one-on-one with Coulson. He needs it to really feel more a part of this. Wow, ridiculous. Also, again, so these past couple episodes have felt so Captain America: The First Avenger, like especially Howling Commandos-esque. But I mean, that's what we're doing. We're playing an homage to that the past couple episodes. I guess just past episode and this episode.
Gentlemen, please, I beg.
Don't beg them, Quinn. You're not a Rottweiler.
Who the hell is this?
Oh, great. He's gonna ruin it for Quinn
Our
now.
strategy consultant, John Deere.
You hear the dying breath of an old world, Jim. But a new world is coming. I tasted it on my tongue.
This is your strategy.
Part-time.
I just talked about how he didn't do any of this stuff before. He's going crazy. He's the exact opposite now.
Powerful now, don't you? But you're all just slaves who will serve our future.
Listen, you crazy son of a bitch.
Gentlemen, perhaps a small demonstration.
Yes. Oh, yes. The demonstration.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's definitely stronger.
Future.
He's great.
Glimpsed it. With the
Oh,
eyes
he's
of
so
the
insane.
creature. Dead, living, or yet to be. This is the beginning.
Holy
You
shit.
know what, John?
The end.
Oh! Oh my god. What is he gonna do? Quinn's like, I'm getting the fuck out of
Not
here.
going anywhere.
Maybe you two could be monsters together.
He's so twisted enough to believe that, I think.
More on our 6. Here they come.
Sky's charge again.
You know what those do. And you've seen Agent May here through the eyes of your super soldiers, so you know what she does. You don't want to mess with us.
Okay, right, so all the eyes would
Not
come back
able to
here.
hijack our soldiers. We've thought through every emergency scenario, including this one.
Don't tell me you just switched the soldiers to default directive.
Yeah, I did. And how did you know about that?
What is default directive? Oh, defend John Garrett at all costs. Okay.
They're off to defend Garrett.
And lead me right to him. Now that
I
we're inside,
see.
we'll contact armed forces.
Genius.
Make some noise on the way out. Trip. If the rest of us don't make it, I still want this place to burn.
Before you make it, sir.
Me too.
Okay. I think it is all gonna go down this episode. Like, I mean, like, it's all, the Cybertech's all gonna go down. I don't see a way in which he can get out of here. There's no way it's gonna work. Did she even, oh, wait, I guess she just took the breath down there. How did that, seriously? Oh my god! How? How in the world? I don't know. But, okay. I gotta say, those are pretty anticlimactic, just dragging Fitz out with her. Like, I don't know.
Because you slept with her. And she's really pissed off.
Oh. She is furious. Was intense. Talk about a sentence, yeah. Woo! Careful! Holy! May is going for the kill.
You said our thing was no strings attached. Looks to me like the Ice Queen got her feelings hurt.
Check the perimeter.
Hi, John.
Yes!
Hi, Phil.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh boy.
Sir?
He just
You don't
is
have to call me
here.
Sir Coulson. Look at me. I'm dressed like I live under a bridge.
Yeah. Right.
This packs a pretty good punch.
Okay.
I know what he does.
What? Okay, so this episode is feeling very, I don't even know what I'm trying. I'm trying to one of the discussion, sorry.
You were never on top.
We are running out of time.
Oh, yes. Genius, May.
What? May.
Yep, you don't even get a chance to talk. This is gonna hurt. Oh. That fight was brutal and very well deserved. So that's the incentives program. I see.
I'm so sorry what they did to you.
You remember
Hey,
that speech you gave
Ace.
us, Nick? About how one man can accomplish anything once he realizes he can be something bigger? Well, now I am.
A part of something bigger.
Yeah.
Is that how it went?
Not a great listener.
If you tell me this whole hydropath thing you took is because you misheard my damn one-man speech,
I am the key to the future of the universe. I'm the origin.
you got it, right?
Totally. Loud and clear.
Oh, gee. What a great line. Dad, what are we? 13. Okay. Right, he did say that at the beginning. I forgot about that.
Do this, Mike. Amy.
Garrett.
You need me to translate the words of creation.
You don't want to do this, Mike. Time, Phil!
To translate the words of
Peterson's free to
creation.
do whatever he wants.
Oh, you getting stomped.
Think he learned his lesson?
He learned something.
Okay, I am glad that's actually how it ended. This episode's starting to feel very fan-fiction-y with like, and then Fury shows up and saves Simon and Fitz, and then Fury shows up and saves Coulson, and then...
Injections, they're just men. Once doctors remove their cybernetic eyes, they'll be essentially back to normal.
Okay,
Minus an eye, of course.
yeah, but still, it's better than nothing.
But you devoted your entire life to a deranged narcissist who never gave a damn about anyone. And now he's dead. You've got the rest of your life to wrestle with the question, who are you without him?
Yep. I hope we get to see Ward again in like season 3. I honestly hope we don't get to see much of Ward in season 2. Because I want him to have time to mature with this question. Garrett is still up! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Get in that chair, motherfucker. I can't believe nobody even checked on him. No, they're just like, just leave him there. Oh, his whole face and everything. See, he's becoming all that face. I don't want his whole face covered up, though. Yes. Okay.
There's a reason why they say cut off the head.
And put it on a spike.
Now, I'll be unstoppable.
Aww.
Hey guys!
Aww.
Told you to be in here.
Oh, funny scene, but man, I actually would have been really happy if Garrett stuck around.
And cruel. And
I
very
fucking
stupid.
loved him as a villain.
Why bring me back in the first place? Clearly, I didn't think it was the best idea. I warned you about people losing their minds.
It was a break glass in case of emergency situation.
Yes, but that emergency was supposed to be the fall of an Avenger.
Not a normal person.
Exactly.
And I'm damn glad I did it too.
When you want to build something, you need a strong foundation. And you know how few people.
I mean, I'm sorry, that really hit me as a crazy fucking
Not
line.
afraid to cut off fingers.
And he considers him one of the
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Avengers.
was founded upon is pure
Protection.
protection. One word.
Hmm?
What is it?
Toolbox. To help you build it back up.
Okay.
You want me to start over? Rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D.
From scratch. Take your time and do it right.
Okay.
You'll still have his back.
Of course.
How does that even work?
There's no one else I trust like this.
Another secret base?
I call it the playground.
Huh?
Although technically it doesn't have a name, because technically it doesn't exist. It being a secret base and all.
Eric?
Billy. Peg, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
I totally understand the confusion.
His brother.
Passed away, sadly. But it's great to have company, finally, and I did not mind minding this place.
Agent Coulson.
I know it is an honor to meet you, sir. I'll get your lanyard shortly. The rest of you lanyards
So
will be
weird.
handed out on a case-by-case basis.
I know you thought you'd never see me again.
Okay.
I found your daughter.
Monsters? Yep. So they are human.
We'll return
They're
in a
all gloopy. Oh wait, we're still returning in a moment. Okay. I thought that was the returning in a moment. So I guess the GH does unlock some fucking hidden potential shit in your mind. That's a lot. That's a lot of alien math. I keep calling it alien math. I don't know what else to call it. Okay. Okay. A lot went down this episode. A lot went down this whole season. This discussion is gonna be a big season-wide discussion. So, oh man, let's just let me do that. Let me prepare for that. How is it going, everybody? I am Donut, and we are recording the discussion. I don't know why I did a whole intro for it. Why am I? It's been a while. It's been a while. So let's talk about this last episode. I'll save my more like season overarching things towards the end. So let's just talk about this episode first. We get a good look into Cybertech and Zeller. I don't remember his first name, but which seems to be not going to be a problem anymore. I mean, he was had the incentives program being run on him anyway, so he probably won't go to jail or anything. Maybe we'll see how that's all going to work. The one thing though with the incentives program they did mention was that they even had it for soldiers, which I'm not sure why, because the soldiers had their eye thing in them anyway. Seems pretty inconvenient to have to take all the soldiers' families too and keep them in these like small places. You're gonna have to provide food and various things for them. Like it wasn't like they were in like a little jail cell or anything like that. They definitely wanted them to stay alive. So at the very least, so they would have to feed them and give them food and water and stuff like that. So at the very least, it just seems like too much hassle for the soldiers. I get it for the Cybertech people, or maybe some other people in the organization, but not the soldiers themselves. They have the eye in them. Why do they need the incentives program? Because they're just gonna let themselves be blown up? Maybe I guess that's it. Like they're worried they're gonna blow themselves up, but like no one has done that yet. So it's not like it's been they're being too cautious, I think. But I guess they don't fuck around. Like it is crazy that they would have all these families in these small little rooms like that. Like it seems so absurd. It seems so crazy to like come up with something like that. Like, who was the one who pitched that? But that's the great thing, because it's Hydra, and Hydra's fucking crazy. So, of course, someone would pitch something like that, and they'd be like, yeah, that'll work. And I guess it will work. It's just no one really has the guts to say, why don't we just put all their families in a room? Like, it's much different from just threatening, like, you know, oh, well, if you don't do what we say, then I'll find your family and I'll kill them. It's a much more direct, I have your family, I have everyone's family, they're all being kept here in this very building. Oh yeah, the whole Fitz and Simmons situation, man, the monologue by Simmons was so sad, and it was a really sad moment because I was expecting there to be more weight to it. But Fitz, the man who is one of the smartest scientists we know of in the world, at this point alive, I'll say. I mean, he designed the friggin' thing for Fury and Hill, and Simmons is one of the smartest people that we know. And he did the math and said that it was impossible, and then it turned out to be possible. It's hard to take that as not shit writing. Like, either Fitz is an idiot or that's bad writing. I don't know what to say. They could have had that scene play out much different and just don't have the line, I've done the math, and it's impossible for, you know, both of us to make it up there. Yeah. Then the whole, Fury situation. Fury showing up and saving Fitz and Simmons makes sense. They sent out the whole distress signal thing and everything, and he would be the only one to pick it up. That makes sense. Yes. Filling them in on where Coulson is or not. Yeah, makes sense. Fury showing up and handing Coulson the fucking big gun that he tried to shoot Loki with. It's the hokiest fucking thing in the world, man. It's so fanficky. Like, it feels too comic booky. I think all of the MCU in general, from the movies to the shows and everything, have tread a line of being very, I don't even want to say that's very comic book. That doesn't even feel comic booky. That feels beyond comic booky. That feels so absurdly hokey. I don't know. I'm so glad it didn't kill Garrett, thank God. But still, just I was not a fan of that whole scene. What else do we have? Quinn, I almost feel bad for him a little bit. He really should have just, like, stuck to himself. The moment he got involved with the whole clairvoyant, he got way in over his head. He could have just been a normal-ass fucking, bourgeoisie asshole. What else do we have? Yeah, Ward is arrested now. I assume we're definitely going to see him again, but I hope that it's going to be, like, in season 3 or 4 or something. I wouldn't want it to be, or at least towards the end of season 2, if he's going to come back in season 2. I don't want us to start off season 2 and immediately be getting back into a Ward plot line of him being broken out of jail within the first couple episodes or something. You know, I definitely don't want that shit. I want Ward to stew on this for a while. And hopefully when he's back, he'll be turning a new leaf. I doubt he'll ever be a part of the main crew again. That would be very difficult to do. But I would like to see him turn a new leaf again and maybe just, you know, I don't know, he could just be a vigilante, I guess. I'm not sure how, I'm not sure I would like that, but I don't know what else he would do in terms of turning a new leaf and not being a part. I mean, like, I guess he could just help out from time to time. Like, you know, it could be one of those things where we're in a really shitty situation, and then, oh, it's Ward. Whoa, what? You haven't seen him in forever? And, you know, it could be a thing like that. I don't know. But, either way, I do hope we see him again. I do want to see him again. I really like him as a character, but I don't want it to be immediate. And speaking of vigilantes, we have Mike out there in the world now, just saving people, doing vigilante shit. But I trust his judgment. I think he's only going to do something that's, like, for the good. Like, he really wants to make up for his actions, so he's not, like, on some trip of justice or anything. Oh yeah, the talk between Coulson and Fury. Boy, very disappointing. Very disappointing. I feel like we've seen Coulson way angrier about smaller things. This felt like they were playing it off for comedic effect. It really didn't feel like we were trying to get the catharsis of this, you know, the fury that he should have been given to Fury. And even more than that, Fury doesn't find anything wrong with it. He would do it again in a heartbeat, I believe. And I don't agree with it. I don't know. This episode, I had a lot of things I didn't like about it. Overall, I don't think it's a very good finale. Overall, the whole season I loved. Don't think it's a very good finale. But yeah, I don't. That whole talk with Fury and Coulson, it's so lighthearted. I don't want to say it's lighthearted, but the tone is definitely not of a serious argument. And Fury just was like, well, yeah, I'd do it again, basically. You know? I don't know. It's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. If Coulson's fine with it, then Coulson's fine with it, and we're gonna move on. But for me, personally, fuck Fury. Absolutely fuck Fury to high hell. Moving on. Coulson is/was an Avenger. I'm saying /was because I doubt that he is going to be showing up in the movies and fighting the bad men. So I'm going to say was an Avenger. But then he died and they brought him back to life. And so now they don't consider him an Avenger anymore because, I don't know, because they still won't tell the Avengers that he's dead. I don't know. But it would be cool if he definitely can't appear in the movie. I mean, this is almost right, like, he definitely can't appear in the movies now because he is/was an Avenger, and that's going to be really weird of a reveal to drop in a movie. So he's just never going to be in the movies again, which is sad, but I was holding out some hope, but I also, in the back of my mind, was like, probably not going to be ever in the movies again. I doubt they're ever going to address this stupidity as he's hiding his death from only the Avengers. With Coulson and everything, being an Avenger, being like what he was, it really feels like a parallel to Ward. Ward being groomed by Garrett from a very young age, as a part of Hydra within S.H.I.E.L.D., and Coulson being groomed from being a top level agent, groomed in a way to be like Fury's #1 dude, and a lot less extreme than Garrett was, but that was clearly what Fury's plan was. I mean, he didn't tell him at all that he was, planning to. I mean, I guess he wasn't planning to use it on Coulson. He was planning to just use it on an Avenger, and it just so happened to be Coulson. But still, he never told Coulson that he considered him to be an Avenger. So that's almost like, it's almost like he was planning it a little bit. I don't know, man. It feels weird. Fury is fucked up. Like, out of all of S.H.I.E.L.D., I thought that at least Fury, like, I know Fury has got a little weirdness to him, a little bit untrustworthiness to him, but I really thought that he was the heart of S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything, but really not. He's pretty black-hearted. He's pretty fucked up of a guy. Okay, so various notes at the end. We had Billy Koenig, Billy Koenig. I think that's how it is. Koenig. I can't remember how he pronounces it, but he's showing up. I really don't know if this is we loved this character so much, let's bring him back, or if this was planned from the beginning. Because it's not like he said that his brother was a twin or anything like that, which does, set up this, even if it was planned from the start, that could just be to pay off this gag. But still, I kind of wonder if, because it was thrown in right at the end, I do think it would be funny if just everybody loved Patton Oswalt so much they were just at the very end, just throw in a really quick scene with him again, and we'll just add it. He's got a brother. But overall, I do think it was probably playing from the beginning, and I'm glad to see him again, though. I really liked his character. So yeah, we have the guy at the end with the mangled hand, assumingly Sky's father, the monster. Well, I mean, not assuming Sky's father. She did say, your daughter. But I mean, it could still be metaphorical in the way of I've already seen Guardians of the Galaxy, by the way. I figured it wouldn't tie in too much, so I didn't have. I mean, I figured that it wouldn't be that relevant to S.H.I.E.L.D., so I didn't have to like do this discussion first, and thankfully I was correct. But yeah, like the whole Thanos' daughters thing, like it could be similar to that, right? Like just in title only, but like he found her, so he considers her to be his daughter. But yeah, I don't know. They seem human enough, a mangled human hand, so monster, yes, but monster probably means just a human with powers or a mutant or something. But yeah, Coulson's now got the big brains, because the whole altered memories thing, they're not actually altered, he figured it out, so now he's got the big brains creeping into his brains, the big alien brains. That's gonna be a big thing next season. And yeah, every time they do it, it's with scratch marks. It's never a marker. It seems like it has to be, like, scratches, like the indentations, because he's done it, like Garrett's done it on glass. He's done it on, like, it's, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's always been the scratches. There's no reason why at this point we've done it so many times. They could have done it with a marker at any point. I feel like it's purposeful that it's always scratch marks and never with a marker. Overall, for the whole season, I am very happy with it. I think it's a fantastic season. I think starting out as a sort of what are they called? Oh shit, I can't remember. Procedural, a crime procedural. Starting out as that, but super powery and marvelly and stuff. Really cool, and that in and of itself, I would have been fine with. That in and of itself, I was already on board with the show for. But then transforming it into something with a lot more of a coherent plot that is happening episode by episode. Even in terms, like, when we were back at, like, episode 15, we were still going sort of episodic. Even, like, Light in the Darkness was a random episodic episode that it felt like we got right in the middle. But then 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 were all just, like, back. I guess Providence was a little bit episodic. But we spent so much time in Providence. No, I'm not going to say that. Because I was going to say because it was all just there. But no, even then, no, not really. It's hard to say what's episodic anymore. But yeah, the changing and growing of the cast, getting Garrett and Tripp in there, and then them leaving, and then now Tripp coming back is a big part of it, and which Tripp, he has grown on me. That little scene with him and Coulson, like, together was definitely needed. I'm glad we got that. But the moments where, like, we're in the motel and stuff, and he's just hanging around, that makes him feel a lot more like a part of the group. But the most of him being a part of the group has been during this big, extreme, hectic mission. So it's kind of hard to really attach ourselves to him during something like that. So starting season 2 with a little bit of downtime, maybe it'll definitely be a lot easier to get attached to him. But yeah, every single character getting fantastic development over the course of the entire season, except for Fitz and May. Fitz, I feel like, is still pretty much the same character he was on his introduction. I would say he tries a lot harder to be tough, but aside from that, I mean, I would say just in general he is tougher, but not, I don't think it's a huge character change or anything like that. I think he is pretty much still the character he was at the beginning, which I don't think every single character needs to change over the course of the season, as a lot of character development to actually expect. And May seemed like she was going through a lot of character development, but in retrospect now, it's all just kind of been her still holding this back the whole time, this secret. So, I mean, I don't maybe that stuff really towards the end of the season could be considered character development, but I would consider it character development in the wrong way. I don't think she's gotten any better. I think she's still, ever since it has been revealed what she has been doing back in episode 17 or 16. No. Well, it got revealed what she was actually doing in 17. But yeah, since then, nothing that they have shown me about her or said about her or anything has made me like her anymore or trust her anymore or think that what she is doing is any less bad. I absolutely think that everything she has done has been horrible, and now that it's all over, I can start to like her more. But it's gonna be hard to move past everything that she's done so far. Like, it's crazy to me that so many people actually thought the line of her, saying that she was the one who put the whole team together was a cool line. Like, that's definitely the line I think about when I think about how much I don't like May. Like, not in terms of how much I don't like her as a character, but just in terms of how much I don't like her as a person. I think she's an awful person, and I hate her as a person. Great character. I think she's a fascinating character, don't get me wrong. But as a person, hate her. Well, okay, anything else do I have for this season in general? I put together, I've been putting together a list of all the overarching, like, mysteries and stuff. Ones that have been solved, ones that haven't been solved. But let me just quickly go back to that to get our, like, mysteries that we still don't have answered. And if there is any other mystery that I'm forgetting that has not been answered, please let me know, because I tried to get them all, but it's going to be hard to remember them all. But things that are still, we don't know how to have an answer to. Who are Sky's parents? What's the relevance of her being in 084? What did Raina see in her DNA? What was the alien that we have the GH from? What became of Dr. Hall after the incident is what I put. Like, we saw his hand reach out of the thing, but now every time we've seen it since then, it's just been a thing, and nobody seems to know that he's even in there, so what's going on there? How are they advancing their like tech so fast? I said because the alien math thing. I'm assuming because Raina can read alien math, maybe? Like, that's my answer for that one. I'm not sure. That's sort of like, maybe it's implying that she can read, or maybe we'll get actual reveal in that next season, but that's my guess right now, is that Raina can read alien math, I guess. What happened to Bahrain? Who were they welcome wagoning exactly? Who was the civilian girl, and what agents were on the mission? Were they followers or worshippers? That whole thing definitely seems to be Sky, but still not yet confirmed or anything. Where is Agent Weaver, and what is she doing? And what is the language of creation? That's all I have as far as overarching memories or overarching questions, mysteries right now. If I'm forgetting anything, please let me know. I also put down is there anything more with the well? Like, did he kill his younger brother there? I don't think so, but still, I still have that down because I'm not sure, especially with how he talked about his past now. Like, we're still getting way more on Ward's past. I assume. I assume this isn't it. Like, no, I still think we're gonna get more with something. Like, whether he goes back, maybe not more with his child, like, I mean, I guess that would be more. I was gonna say him going back to try and hunt down his older brother after he gets broken out or something. And then learning more, like us learning more as an audience. I don't know, perhaps. Anyway, that's it, I think, for this one. I'm going to jump into the next season. Until then, get the fuck out of here.